So what are reasonable expectations for the upcoming season? For me, I mean, look, I don't really expect anything. I really am at that 4-win bar, I think. It could obviously go up, it could obviously go down, but I think, the quarterback's a complete unknown commodity.
Yeah.
We have no idea how everything's gonna come together. If Shuck hits the ground running, I could see 6, 7 wins for sure. But I think setting the bar at 4 and just setting it there, I think it's probably where I'm at with it.
Yeah, it's so tough. I mean, where was I? Was I at 7-10 when I thought I don't remember if we made an official prediction when I thought, all right, everybody comes back healthy. But that's when I thought Derek Carr would be invested in trying and everything, and that felt like a 7-win team. You got to take a couple wins off. I mean, I don't think it's fair to say Spencer Rattler went 0-7. Spencer Rattler went 0-7 with a team that even Derek Carr might have gone in 1-6 with. They were like in injury hell by then. So I don't know how many wins you take off because it's going to be Shuck or Rattler. Yeah, 5. I guess I'll pick 5-12 is a realistic expectation for this team, but they are still the same team that 1 or 2 or 3 key injuries will completely derail them. I mean, they have like 8 players that can't afford to miss even more than 3 games. That's still true just as it was last year. So, yeah, I guess I'm feeling like we're looking at a 5-win team this year.
If you tell me their offensive line gives them their starting 5 offensive line plays 65% of the snaps together this season, and Shuck shows a glimmer of hope, I could get to 6 or 7, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I think so much is just they got like 20% of their snaps. Their most common offensive line, I think, played 20% of the snaps together. So if you're telling me that the starting 5 design 65, man, they get to like 70%, easy. Like easy you hit that mark. But if it's the same thing as last year, if that group's injured and man, there's just so many holes on defense too. I don't feel good about cornerback. I don't feel good about the pass rush. I feel good about safety. That's really the only position on the whole roster defensively. Give me the middle linebackers too. Give me them too with it. But yeah, I mean, I think 4 is a fair number.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's not a bad thing. I don't think. I think if this team's in position to like, let's say Shuck, you feel good about him and you win 4 games, you're in position then to draft your pass rusher. Like that would be fantastic for this team. If they get an anchor point at pass rusher, drafted in the top 5, that's awesome for them. If Shuck isn't good, you're in striking distance to get one of the quarterbacks. I think the best outcome for this team, honestly, is they win 4 or 5 games. They're picking in the top 5 or 6, and you feel good about the quarterback.
You feel good about the quarterback and maybe a couple young players that are going to be part of the future. You'd love to feel great about Banks and Fuaga. You'd love to
Yep.
feel great about Kool-Aid. And yeah, like you said, I don't think this is a bad time to be a Patriots fan right now. And we can list 3 guys on their whole team, and one of them is Will Campbell. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like if you feel good about Drake May, Christian Gonzalez, and Will Campbell, and the coach they just hired, then you feel I mean, you have to see Kellen Moore's offense give you hope. You want to see a healthy Chris Olave season and hope he's back to being a total blue chip. But those are the kind of things that can excite you about this season even more than wins. And needing wins to be the only thing that matters.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's if it's the top pass rusher, if it's the 3 tech from Clemson, they got the edge and the D tackle that I think are the best players. Arizona State has the wide receiver. Like any of those guys, like if you're in position to get them and you feel good about the
Yep.
quarterback, like that's very exciting. And look, if you feel good about Fuaga and you feel good about Banks and you feel good about Shuck, you're probably winning more games than you expect too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
which is a great outcome too. That means you're actually building towards something in a bad division, which is interesting, man. All these teams are like in the same exact place except for Tampa. Tampa's the only one. Like everybody else is
Yeah.
kind of Carolina's kind of in the same place. Atlanta's in the same place. Saints are in the same place. So, yeah.
And look, we'll have this conversation a million times, but even if you feel good about Tyler Shuck, if you end up with the 2nd pick in the draft, you have to at least consider another quarterback. Maybe you end up with 2 good quarterbacks, and then you have an asset to deal with. Maybe you end up with the choices the Bears had. 1 year they traded down and got it. amazing bounty. The next year they took Caleb Williams and moved Justin Fields along. Like, just having all those options is good, and I mean, they're going to have salary cap health. They're, as of now, they're not going to be under the salary cap next year, but they're going to be so close that it's going to feel like under the cap. 2 years from now, they will be under the cap because they're just not paying a lot of guys. So they just have every choice in the world, and obviously, you feel like you're giving Shuck 2 years because Arch Manning's probably going to come out in 2 years. And if you have to give up everything you have in 2 years, you know, you've got 2 years to build your roster now. It's a really interesting, exciting place to be, even though it's quote unquote probably going to be a 4 or 5 win bad team.
It's so clean though, man.
It's clean.
It's so clean. Nothing under the rug. Like, oh man.
Me and B did that show on Friday. Like, every player on the roster that is over 30 could be like their last year if they're not already gone.
There's so much hope right now because the path forward is clean, and if they got a couple things right this offseason, they are in a great position. You just got to hope they hit on a couple things, and that changes the tenure. The tenor. If you missed on everything this offseason and you're going forward and it's just bad and hopeless, because right now it's bad and hopeful because we just don't know enough yet about what they have, who these players are going to be, if they're going to work, if they're not going to work. But bad and hopeful is a good place to be. Bad and hopeless isn't. So I think a lot just really depends on this rookie class, seeing what they can do. If all of a sudden Chase Young looks like a good pass rusher, like, a lot of things are possible and a lot of things aren't. So story's still going to be written.